Hello, my name is Luc van 't Hof, and welcome to Scalar Analytical's product presentation as part of the Chembio, where I will be presenting our SP2000 robotic platform. After a short introduction, I will proceed to an overview of our SP2000 robotic analyzer, and then I will explain the different applications that can be automated on this platform, and how these benefit our customers. Keep in mind that throughout the exhibition, our product specialists are waiting to speak to you at our virtual booth to give you the additional information you might require. Scalar is a Dutch manufacturer of analytical equipment and a world leader in laboratory automation, with its headquarters in Breda, the Netherlands. Located here are our production and manufacturing facilities where all aspects of assembly takes place. This is followed by rigorous quality control and testing procedure. They are then shipped all over the world by our logistics team. During installation, our technical service team can provide an initial operator training, and to ensure you minimal downtime, our service team and together with our network of factory-trained distributors can assist you in any situation, at any time, anywhere in the world. It is also our location of our in-house R&D and application laboratory, where new products are developed and improvements made to existing ones by our team of specialists. This allows us to quickly implement the feedback of our customers into updates and future releases. We are a multinational organization, as said, based in the Netherlands, with our own subsidiaries in several European countries, North America, India, as well as more than 100 representatives throughout the world. As said, we produce automated laboratory equipment. Before we get to the SP2000 robotic, I would like to highlight the key benefits of automation to a laboratory. These are decrease in manual labor, increase of productivity, reduction in turnaround time of the sample, reduction of operation errors, increase the quality of the results, and reduction of the cost per sample. Whilst the focus of today's presentation is on the robotics, it's important to point out that they only form part of the wide range of automatic analyzers. First, we have the SEM++, a segmented flow analyzer, our wet chemistry automation platform for complex analysis, requiring automation of multiple sampling and handling steps, such as digestion, distillation, and extraction. These can be configured for small or large sample batches, for simultaneous or sequential analysis. Then we have our Blue Vision, the discrete analyzer. It's automated analysis of simple colorimetric application. It's used for speed, minimal waste, and selectivity of tests. So easy to work in batches and intended for large batches with a wide variety of parameters. And then finally, our SP2000 robotic analyzer for a variety of laboratory analysis and procedures, and the focus of today's presentation. The SP2000 robotic series are automatic platforms that replicate the manual handling procedures of a lab. The philosophy behind the SP2000 is as follows. We have an off-the-shelf platform which reduces the cost and makes worldwide service and support much easier. We can offer various combination and standardized concepts, and we can adjust them to the customer's specifications. So, for example, size, parameters, capacity, throughput, bottles, probes, meters, everything can be changed, whereby you get a tailor-made robotic that is the perfect fit for your lab. All robots are based on an X, Y, Z movement and share the same base unit as shown here. On the right side is the electronic compartment. This is made on a base plate. The length of this base plate can vary from 1 up to 3.5 meters. This to increase capacity and meet the various needs of customers across multiple industries. On the base, different configurations can be made, such as a sample rack, a standard rack, shakers, heaters, coolers, and meters can be added. Above that, there is a bridge to which a manipulator is attached, and this is where robots begin to differentiate. The hardware attached to the manipulator determines the functionality of the robot. The amount of manipulators on the bridge and even the amount of bridges can be adjusted to increase speed, capacity, throughput, as there are more parallel processes. Again, to meet the needs of individual customers. In front of that, there's a protective screen over the front to protect operators in case of a runaway reaction of a sample. Here you can see some different base plates. As said, these can vary in size from 1 up to 3.5 meter. On this base plate, we can add multiple setups and parameters. Combinations can be made. As seen, the base plates can be configured, but also the bridge can be adjusted, such as 2 bridges, 8 independent manipulators, several probes on one manipulator, but also extra pumps, valves, dispensers can be added. Hereby, we can set up standardized parameters, but we can also make them various combinations between, for example, pH BOD or BOD COD. This makes the SP2000 platform a versatile platform. We can deliver off-the-shelf automation or even completely customer-specific automation. I will tell more about tailor-made robotics later in this presentation, but first I will start with the standardized processes and parameters and on the SP2000 platforms. These are some different off-the-shelf automation processes that we have standardized, but even these can still be adjusted to meet specific customer demand. So first, the BOD platform for biological oxygen demand analysis using the dilution method. The BOD is used in measuring waste loadings to treatment plants, and the reduction is used as a measurement of the effectiveness of wastewater treatment plants. It is also used to indicate the short-term impact of oxygen levels of receiving water. Considering this is an analysis with a 5-day incubation period, there is a need to automate the many samplings handling steps on day 1, as well as provide the necessary throughput on day 5 when the final measurements are made. The platform can vary in sizes from 18 up to 198 sample capacity for a longer walk-away time. The platform can be semi up to fully automated. Steps that can be automated are sample treatment, such as pH adjustment, sample dispensing, addition of dilution water, capping and decapping of the bottles, addition of seed and ATU, and of course dissolved oxygen measurement. The test kit robot is an automation platform for simple colorimetric application in test kit form. This is perfect for small batches or in-process tests. In the environmental sector, it's commonly supplied primarily as the total automation solution for COD analysis, but with several possibilities for combining with nutrients and other parameters, as well as physical parameters such as pH and conductivity. The capacity is 24 up till 336 tubes for a longer walk-away time. The process can be totally automated. This is especially interesting for the safety perspective of the COD measurement. Several steps can be automated, such as sample pipetting, pre-post dilution, capping, decapping, reagent addition, heating, digestion, mixture, and of course the measurement. The platform can be expanded with a second bridge for a higher throughput. The advantage of our robot is that different test kit suppliers can be used to reduce operating costs as well as the initial investment for labs who already used kit test. As said, different parameters can be analyzed with the test kit robot, listed here on your screen. Important to point out that many of these can be combined, and we find ourselves supplying more and more robots which combine, for example, COD with TNTP. These parameters can of course all be analyzed in a wide range of sample matrices, as environmental laboratories demand. Environmental labs often require measurements of both very low and very high concentrations of analyte in a wide range or a diverse range of matrices. I have included a few examples here on my slide. The next one is the water robot platform. This is an automation platform for physical and chemical parameters. With this robot, it is possible to measure parameters such as pH, conductivity, alkalinity, color, turbidity, and ion selective methods. But of course, custom methods configurations can be made. The strength of this platform is that you load your samples and walk away. The robot will do the rest, such as read the barcode of the sample, sample recognition, see which parameters have to be analyzed, decap, gap the bottles, filtrate the sample when necessary, and of course measuring the sample on all the different parameters. Normally you have all separate meters around the lab and you occupy your operator to perform all these actions and analysis individually. Here you can see the available parameters and their matrices. You can of course analyze them all together, but different combinations can be made. Here you can see a case example. This is an Aqualab site in the Netherlands. They have around 100 to 150 samples a day. They have two SP2000 robots for measuring the samples. They analyze pH, conductivity, turbidity, oxygen, and carbonates in water. This robot decreased their labor enormously. It already starts with sampling. The samples are taken in the field in the same bottles as you see in the picture. They are then labeled with a barcode that is later used by the robot. These bottles are then stored in trays. These trays also fit on the robot. This takes away a lot of the work because samples don't have to be transferred from one bottle to another bottle and one tray to another tray. So it's just placing the tray on the robot and press start. The robot then reads the barcode for sample recognition and checking which parameters have to be analyzed. Then does the decapping of the bottle, performs all the analysis, places the cap back on the bottle, and goes on to the next sample. Moving from water to soil analysis. The robot is for measuring pH in soil, but has the advantage that it can take over several actions that are normally manually done. For example, the robot can add extraction liquid, or even multiple extraction liquids, when needed, of course. Mix the sample with the extraction liquid, then measure the pH, but also EC when needed, and filtrate the sample for further analysis. All these steps, and of course, customizable. The same with the configuration. The capacity can vary from 72 up till 792. Multiple probes can be added to one manipulator, even a second bridge can be added for parallel processes. This all to increase capacity and throughput up to hundreds of samples per hour and extends the working hours of the NAP enormously, which makes this robot truly a workhorse. This robot is for analyzing the particle size distribution in soil, key indicator of soil quality and suitability. The analysis involves many precise and time-critical steps, and in some cases can run for almost 24 hours. So this is really an analysis begging to be automated. A separate robot can do the sample preparation, such as the removal of organic matter and carbonates, thereby automating an aggressive chemical reaction without operator involvement. After that, the sample is transferred to the SP2000 for handling the step stages of this parameter, such as rinsing of the sample, addition of pyrophosphate, addition of dilution water, sampling homogenizing, sample take-up, sample transferring and dispensing, and sample evaporation in an aluminum cup. Then the beer robot. This product was developed from out of a change in requirements within brewing laboratories. And the nice thing is that it combines Scalar's 40 years of wet chemistry automation experience with our huge experience in robotic sampling handling. This is a showcase of all the handling possibilities that can be implemented on the SP2000 robotic platform. Because here we need degassing of the beer sample, sample pipetting, sample dilutions, mixing by stirring and shaking, decapping and capping, heating, cooling, and colorimetric analysis. These handlings give us great possibilities of analyzing several parameters such as bitterness, color, pH, FAN, pp, all according, of course, to the ABC, ASBC, or MAVAC. Here we implemented the SP2000 as a bare robotic analyzer, but all options and combinations are available. This brings us to the next example, flexibility, the automated sample preparation. This makes working 24/7 possible. The robots, such as all robots, can be completely custom made according to the customer's demand, from just preparing standards up to fully automated sample preparation. All the handling steps that are possible on the robots are listed on this sheet. The last one I want to highlight a little bit more, the filtration. The filtration is developed for inline sample filtration, which allows us to run unfiltrated sample directly on the robot. The total selectivity over all the samples in the batch means this procedure only gets assigned to samples that really need it. This allows us, for example, to measure the true color and apparent color on the same sample without filtrating it manually. Also to filtrate the sample for another measurement such as fluoride, or simply to filtrate the sample as a sample pre-treatment procedure. We are always keen to discuss and identify new automation possibilities or further development of existing ones. Our team of experienced technicians and application experts are specialized in realizing such automation. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions or want some more information about the SP2000 robotic platform or any other analyzer, please visit our booth, where our product specialist will be happy to elaborate on them further.